All right, Shalom. Yeah, so that was the videos that on part one um, that I found on RT, and it brought me to the scripture and reminded me of the scripture. This is 2 Timothy 3:1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. Now this is also prophecy. These are signs, right? Because he's telling you how people gonna be, in the last days. And right now, this is exactly how people are. Verse 2, chapter 3, verse 2, 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 2. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, right? And when it says man, it's talking about people, right? And you see that today very heavily, right? You see everybody got Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, whatever. And you be walking through somewhere, and every day you see these females snapping selfies. What's called a selfie, right? That's vain. That's being a lover of your own self. They have their profiles all about them and what they do on a day to day. This is what I eat. This is how I live. This is how I get my gains. All this bullshit, right? You covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, right? They all blaspheme the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Bahashim Rakakodash, right? They all talk about that now because we live in this progressive society, that believes in evolution. So there is no God. Disobedient to parents. I was just in an airport this week, and I seen this little kid. He's probably like 2.5, maybe 3, learning how to talk. And he was playing with his mother, and he was playing hide and go seek, and he was like, "Oh, I'm the bear, right? Whatever." Playing with his mom, and then all of a sudden, after he's done playing, his mom's like, "Okay, it's time to calm down, be quiet." And he walked over, and he called her a F and B. He said, "You F and B," and he was barely learning how to talk, man. Disobedient to parents. Next is unthankful and unholy, right? Unseparated from the world, we could say unholy. Unthankful, right? People have cars to transport themselves, a roof over their head, food on the table, clothes on their back, but yet they don't pray and give thanks to the Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahushua for that. Right now, I want to look this word up right here, perilous times. When you get into this word perilous, it comes from the G 5124. Oh no, Salakia. Let me find it. Perilous. G 5467. Kalapos. Right? And the part that I want out of here, all right, part of the outline of the biblical usage. Hard to do, hard to take, hard to approach, hard to bear, troublesome, dangerous, harsh, fierce, and savage. And those are the times that are coming to this place. This type of these type of plagues. That's what's coming to the United States of America, so called, right? And it's going to be a fierce time. It's going to be a time that's hard to bear, right? So let's get into verse 3, 2 Timothy 3:3. Without natural affection. Now, the reason I showed those videos is because of that right there. Without natural affection. Right, so let's get into that. Astargos. Let's see what this is. So G794, astragos. And the word that I wanted that made the most sense out of here, without natural affection, is one of them was unsociable, but the other one is inhumane. Right? It is inhumane to have sex with a sex doll, right? They're not alive. They don't have a soul. The whole purpose of laying down with a woman is to to reproduce, to create, to procreate. You know, ultimately the Most High is the one that creates it. But, you know, we plant the seed, you know, she grows the egg, and the Most High puts the spirit in there. So I want to go to the Edom Online, and I want to look up the word inhumane. Or inhuman. Savage, cruel, rude, barbarous, uncultured, right? Inhumane. Variant spelling, pronouncing, yeah, it's the same. Right? Savage. Barbarous. Uncultured. Opposite of, right? Not, opposite. In means not or opposite. So the opposite of human. They're having sex with things that are opposite of human, that are artificially intelligent, right? So they're trying to push you away from being able to lay with a woman. Now they're saying that they're trying to do it so that people aren't out getting with prostitutes. And one woman said it's going to be good, you know, for mental health, for people who have issues of anxiety and can't deal with other people, and that only want to deal with these damn robots, right? This world is sick and needs to be destroyed with thermonuclear fire, which will be provided, you know, via the Most High, via this damn devil, this Edomite, who's going to start this World War III, right? But these are some of the plagues and signs of the times here. This is continuing on in verse 3. Without natural affection, truce breakers, right? Didn't Russia just break a truce or a treaty, right? About not using chemical warfare, right? Wasn't there a truce or a treaty broken about that? False accusers. Now we don't know if it's true or not. You know, they could be being falsely accused. But you know, then they accused America of a poison attack. Like, it's just going back and forth. Salakia, excuse me. Salakia. Right. So you got all these false accusations going on, right? Incontinent. All right, let's look that up. G193. Akratas is the Greek word for it. Definition: without self-control, intemperate, right? Intemperate. Man, so I mean that's basically how people are these days, right? They're fierce, despisers of those that are good, you know, and you know, look at the way that people treat, you know, us here at Great Millstone, right? They'd rather, instead of getting on these Edomites, instead of getting on the wicked things that are going on in the world, they'd rather talk mess to the brothers of Great Millstone about how we're going off and this and that. They don't even focus on what the white man's doing, right? Traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of the Most High, right? Having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof, from such turn away. And that's dealing with Jake, right? And it says, from such turn away. So if you are part of this thing, man, you can't be dealing with the world, you know. And these are the signs of the times right here of things that are coming. And that the biggest one right now is that they're pushing that going against natural affection, right? Oh, I didn't want to delete that. It's like, yeah. Let me grab this real quick. grab a couple more scriptures and then get up out of here. I don't want to make this too long. I want it to be edifying and to the point. Romans 1:27. And likewise also to the men, leaving the natural use of a woman, burned in their lust toward one another, men with men, working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error, which was meat. Right? So the Most High gives man a woman, but we want to turn away, and these homosexuals want to turn away and get with other men. Right? But also now they're creating sex dolls, so they're going to turn from the natural use of a woman, as the scripture said, and start laying down with the computer, with artificial body. And even as they did not like to retain Yahweh in their knowledge, right? Because they Israelites is going to start doing this wickedness, right? Because they follow after this white man. Yahweh gave them over to a reprobate mind to do those things which are not convenient, being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, meaning going into these other doctrines. And one of the doctrines they go into is this worldly doctrine of do as thou wilt. Don't worry about being with a woman, lay with this damn computer. Whatever else they pushing out there, this wicked devil. Covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignity, whisperers, backbiters, haters of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And when they hate on us, we believe we the man of the Lord. Lord willing, we are part of the 144,000. When they murmur and they whisper about us and they talk mess about us, they talking about the Most High, because we don't do our own will. We ain't out here on our own accord. We're out here pushing the word of the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and doing His will. So if you got a problem with Great Millstone, you got a problem with the Most High power, right? Deal with that. Despiteful, proud, boasters, inventors of evil things, right? Bow, got him. Salaki. Yeah, inventors of evil things, right? And that sex doll is an evil thing, right? Disobedient to parents, without understanding, covenant breakers, without natural affection, again, implacable, unmerciful, right? And verse 32, last verse, who knowing the judgment of Yahweh, right? This goes for Israel that knows what's coming, that they which commit such things are worthy of death, not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them. Right? They enjoy this wickedness. They enjoy their wicked ways. And here's why you're going to have Israelites do it. John 8:44. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning. Now this is going into Cain, basically talking about the spirit of Esau. And this is getting in on you Jakes that do as the devil do as the so-called white man do. Devil just means deceiver. Who was a murderer from the beginning, abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh his own words, for he is a liar and the father of it. Right? So Esau is the father of being a liar and a murderer. And he speaketh not the truth. Well, that sex doll is not a true woman. It's an abomination. Right? So, with that, I just I came across that article. I wanted to bring out a couple of scriptures to go along with it. Hopefully this was edifying unto the elect, or the hopeful elect. Shalom, peace, and blessings.